Hello and welcome to my home. My name is Jackie. I am a little late to this tag. I had to think about it. This tag, I was tagged in this video from LV Lover CC. Sheris tagged me. Her channel is phenomenal. Her collection is outstanding. She's Korean, South Korean. She's just, I love watching her vlogs. I love watching all she does. My favorite vlog she does actually is when she's with her husband and they go eat Korean food. Because I just love seeing what they order. I love Korean food. Korean food for me goes a little too sweet. I'm Thai. I like a spicier food. But I still love Korean food. But anyway, this is an honorable mention. And the tag is if my collection, if I lost my entire collection, what 10 things would I buy back? And I'm showing you this because I'm a bag channel, essentially. My name is Jack's Bag Attack. But my true luxury collection to me isn't bags. I know. Shocking. This bag is actually going on a holiday. My very good friend and I are going to have lunch today. It's Mother's Day currently. Her birthday is tomorrow. And she's going to, this bag is going to go on loan for a few months for her to go play with my friend's closet because she loves bags. I love bags. I have a lot of bags. I borrow her jewelry. She borrows my bags. It works out for everybody. It's fun, and we both get to admire things on somebody else's, body or arm or wherever. And she loves, which she doesn't quite like this type of bag. She tends to like an open bag, and this is a zipper. This is a vintage Louis Stresa, or just old. I don't know how old. I don't think it's 25 years old, but it's old, right? So it's no longer being made. So it has a buckle. It has a zipper, main cavity, classic. It's filled right now. It has a beautiful vachetta in its canvas in the damier bean. Sorry, azure, damier azure. Obviously it's blue. So azure means blue. So this is like a light blue check with white. And I've polished her up and she is going to go vacation a couple hours south of me. And I'm going to show you my top 10 right now. So no one's actually seen my top 10 or my actual luxury collection of jewelry other than what I show you on my hands and ears and neck, and and if something happened and I lost all this jewelry, what would I replace? So I sleep in my jewelry, I shower in my jewelry, I swim in my jewelry, I have a metal allergy. Everything you see me have is either a sterling silver, gold, or plated in a precious metal. Sometimes stainless steel is fine. Titanium is perfect. But I tend not to wear those metals as much. So if something happened to me, this is my current favorite watch. And this I would try to replace. It is a Citizen. Oops. Here we go. It is a Minnie Mouse Citizen watch. And it's an Echo. Echo Drive means this is solar powered, so you don't have to change the battery. As long as there is sunlight, it will keep, or any kind of illumination, it will keep running. My other watch, now this is not, when I turned 40, I wanted a fancy watch. I couldn't afford a Rolex. It wasn't even in the books. I wanted a Tag Heuer, really wasn't willing to spend the money for it. So I went and bought a Tissot watch. This is a Swiss made watch, which is what I wanted, Swiss movement, with, but this isn't the one I bought when I turned 40. When I bought when I turned 40, I have diamonds and a battery. This one I bought later, and this is a kinetic movement watch. So you see all the gears in the back? As this moves, this charges, so this never needs to have a battery replaced. If sensibility wasn't part of my life, I would honestly have a different watch every day, and I would have a fortune in watches and batteries. I love watches. Almost to the point that it's a control issue that I had to stop wearing a watch because I constantly was like, what time is it? What time? I work in a production environment, so time is money, right? So every 15 minutes of my life was mentioned somehow, and somebody or noted somehow, and people were like, well, look at your phone. You know how cumbersome it is to grab a phone, open a screen? Because my phone has like a flip, and then you have to open the lock screen. There's a thumbprint just to see what time it is. And this is just like, okay, I have this much time, go here, go there, you know, do what I need to do. So I will never not have a watch. And my husband has the Apple Watch. And I'm like, honey, you know, in 20 years, my watch will still work. Yours won't. So anyhow, so I have 2 watches on my must replace watch, a Mickey watch, which is my fun watch, a Tissot watch, which is my fancy Swiss movement watch. This is one of my, now a lot of these things they say if I could replace them, but they're not really replaceable. But if I could replace them, I would try. So this is a chain with a pendant. This pendant, I'm sorry about the glare, has a bunch of charms on it. Half of these charms, this is a handmade heart charm from a silversmith. I think she's in Colorado now. Focus, there we go. This is a Native American charm. One side has a wolf, one side has a sun. There's the Don't Mess with Texas, which is an anti-litter campaign. I have a regular medallion, which is a Tiffany & Co. A Tiffany & Co. silver bar, if you can see that. And then a Tiffany & Co. Return to Tiffany heart. And this, what it's hanging on, is a Tiffany & Co. keychain. So I just have to unscrew this ball, slip this on here, and I have a necklace without a stop. It's continuous. And I normally sleep in this. I haven't worn this in a while because it is, I've changed my jewelry over time, but I would try to replace this. Not so much the exact charms, not so much, I love heart charms, I like silver charms, I like the heavy gauge weave of that chain, which is from Thailand. I like the Tiffany items. I'm not in love with Tiffany anymore because I don't like the fact that they sold their company. I don't like some of their policies when I try to get stuff repaired. I didn't feel welcome in their store, but their vintage things I'm thrilled with. The other thing I would replace, we'll continue with the silver theme, is, so that was 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th item. My sister picked this out for me, and my husband, or actually my father, bought this. Now this is a silversmith here in Texas called James Avery. This particular cross is no longer made anymore. The reason I would replace this with something similar is I like round pendants, because if you sleep with anything on your neck, which I do all the time, crosses poke you. Now this one I do sleep with. It's so tiny and lightweight, and that's why there's no other charms next to it. It's fine, but occasionally it will still stab me in the neck, you know, but I don't really feel it. This I could sleep with. It's a very long, you know, I like a longer necklace. This is the shortest necklace I have, and this is 20 inches, you know. The next thing, so it's 4, this is 5. Again, now this I would try very hard to find the exact replacement of. And this is hard to find because of the length. This is 20 inches of graduated cultured pearls from Mikimoto. Not Mikimoto. Yeah, Mikimoto. This is a Japanese Akoya pearl. Now these are cultured. This is vintage. This is, I can't afford them now. Let's just put it that way. I could afford this one, and I bought this one, and it was probably somebody's estate grandmother's sale. They're like, oh, old lady pearls. I love these pearls. My sister would steal these out of my closet if I let her, but I'm smart enough to say, no. This necklace, number 6, belongs to my mother. She bought this in Burma, and she's on a trip, and she took some photos, like, Mom, where is that necklace from? I love that necklace. Please buy me that necklace. Well, she did. And my mother, this is gorgeous on my mother. My mom's a tiny little Asian woman. She is beautiful. And this on her just pops. It's a little too small for me. I need to lose a little bit more weight. It will fit. It does fit, but it's an honest choker on me. On her, it kind of laid lower. And because of the way these are strung, you could, but it's very difficult to string them in such a way that they graduate and lay properly. So I just look at this. I literally have this hanging on my wall next to my bed, and I look at it. I love this so much. I love pearls. I have never met a pearl I do not like. So, next thing. So let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So let's do 7 and 8, 9, 10. Okay, 7 and 8. This bracelet. You're like, Jackie, what is this bracelet? It's just a bracelet. It is a hammered, there's a special technique they have to do this. Hand cast, hand hammered bracelet. This was made by a silversmith out of South Africa. He was in the Seychelles Islands. I think they have a home there during the pandemic. And with most people, he owns a jewelry company and no one's working, right? So they're at their home, and what can you do when you're not in your work house? So he decided he was going to do these bracelets by the seashore, and basically, while he was in the Seychelles Islands during the pandemic, he hand forged and numbered each of these bracelets as they were ordered. And this is in sterling. I would love to have bought the gold. I can't afford the gold. I barely afforded this. This was about $300 something at the time. I think it's gone up. It's called Patrick Mavros, and he's actually known for his silver statuary in table ornamentation. Absolutely phenomenal. As an artist, phenomenal. They do a lot of conservation of animals because they're from South Africa, and I think he's most famous for like his giraffe statuary, but I like his hippos. I think his hippos are cool, and his pangolin design is very popular. But I've taken this off once since I've owned it. Basically, I have not taken it off since I owned it. I have worn it continuously and consistently, and you will have to pry it. It will probably be buried with me if I could pick, The next thing is this bracelet, which is another native handmade bracelet. This is a Native American bracelet. This is handmade South African. This is handmade Native American. This is handmade right here, which I'm not quite talking about, but handmade here in Texas by James Avery. This is more of an older design. This one actually might have been handmade, but they make these in Kerrville, Texas, with their silversmiths. But I think a lot of their jewelry now is produced elsewhere. But at the time, it started here in Texas. And then, so this Native American bracelet I bought from my Native American jewelry show that I go to and have been going to for over 20 years. It's a Greek key design. Never seen another one like it. The guy who curated it, never seen another one like it. I wear it constantly. I would try to replace that one if I could find anything remotely like it, because even the guy who curates the collection, he says I've never seen another one. And so my next two items, 9 and 10, are my most expensive items in my collection of everything I own in the whole house. Yeah. More than my wedding ring. More than, yeah. I think the only thing that equates in value to these two items I'm going to show you is my sterling silver that I use and eat off daily, but that doesn't quite count because it's a set of 8. That's a lot of silver. It's not a thing, it is a set of things. So as a homeware, those are the two things I'd replace too, is my everyday china, which is our wedding set china, and my sterling silver. And I use those every single day. Very fancy. I figured life is too short. I'm not going to eat off stainless steel if I can have sterling silver. So I have sterling silver. And James doesn't really prefer to eat off of it because it's fiddly. You have to take care of it differently. I do. I'll just sit there and polish it, and I will hand wash it anyway. But so anyhow, this is a Native American Navajo vintage necklace. This is in the traditional look. I don't have the earrings that go with it. So the earrings traditionally look like this, and they would loop over the top of your ears and hang down, right? So this, I even have the tag on it. It's, the artist is Lupe, Lounto, and this is stabilized Kingman, turquoise. So most turquoise, so the net value of this one bracelet, or excuse me, necklace is $2,100. Let's see if I can put this on. No, I don't wear this because, honestly, I have neck disc issues. I can't wear this. It's too heavy. My actually most expensive piece of jewelry I put back on consignment because I couldn't wear it and I wanted to. So I decided that if I can't wear it, I might as well sell that one. This one I love so much. I like stones. I almost went into geology. Now, silver, turquoise mining is a byproduct of the copper industry. It is mined where copper is, and it's a waste product. And so turquoise in general is actually very inexpensive to produce because it's not really coveted, and there's very many different shades and colors. So this is from the Kingman's mines, and the little red is spiny oyster shell. So this is all hand carved. It's hand, so you have to use, but you have to, this is stabilized. So what's the difference between stabilized and unstabilized? Like 99% of all turquoise now is stabilized. So it doesn't chip and flake when they're polishing and shaping. So it's not a bad thing. It's just, it makes it easier for the artist. And most of these Native American artists, this is not their full-time gig. This is their part-time gig that they do to keep the art and craft alive. And then very few artists can do this full-time. All the Native American artists I know have other jobs, and this is their passion, love, and they just love doing it. So this is one of my most beautiful pieces of jewelry I own, which I never wear. Now this one is the single most expensive thing in my entire collection, which holds no value to anybody but me. I forgot the name of the artist. This. You're like, this? That's more expensive than the other one? Yeah, it is. This is, the artist who made this is an award-winning artist, and I don't remember the paperwork somewhere, but that's not why I bought this. This is unstabilized turquoise. This was hand cut and polished, and there's a difference in the shape. So when you see most rounded shapes, it's going to look very geometric, very smooth. You see how this looks a little like there's little plates, little facets, mainly because to keep this, it takes craftsmanship, extreme craftsmanship, to actually get these to chip without too much waste, and you're losing all the stone. And these are stones, so these are heavy. I don't wear this one either, but I love this one because it's wrapped. I believe this is in the San Domingo Pueblo Indians, this one. They tend to do a lot more just stone, less silver. The Navajo and Hopi do a lot of the silver work. And you won't actually see very much Native American jewelry set in gold. There's a mythology around that where it's not favorable. Where you do see turquoise set in gold is Middle Eastern, Egyptian. You'll see that. You'll see a lot of green turquoise out of China, Tibetan turquoise. There's Australian turquoise, but Native American turquoise, this is the classic, beautiful turquoise. It comes in very many shades. I would do everything I could to buy something similar to this again. This necklace is $3,000. And I didn't pay $3,000 for this one because I bought it through a shop where they would actually, there's a net value in it and then a sale value. So I don't remember how much I paid for this, but this is the most expensive. This is more than my wedding ring. My wedding ring, engagement ring, was $2,500. This was more than that. So I probably did pay around $3,000 for this. And this is, again, after my dad had died. and it was an inheritance piece. So my grandmother collected Native American jewelry. We are part Cherokee somewhere in our bloodline, but we can't on my grandmother's side because they're from Oklahoma, but they didn't claim it and they can't prove it because nobody put it on documentation. So while this has so much value to me, it doesn't mean anything to most other people. And unless you really know what this is, people are just going to, oh, it's a nice turquoise necklace. They're not going to know the value of the history or anything. And that's totally okay. And if you can see, like, this is a greener turquoise than this brighter blue turquoise. So I have lots of turquoise. I actually have a whole lot. I have been collecting turquoise since my 20s. My birth stone is turquoise. I'm a December baby. And it was either, I think they call it citron, but zircon, blue zircon, or turquoise. Like, this is a blue topaz. This is my turquoise ring from the same Native American company. And this is not my wedding set. I have several. But I love handmade jewelry. I like it's unique. I like Native American jewelry. I like pearls because pearls are produced because they're an irritant. Technically, the mollusk, they put a sand grain or a seed pearl into the shellfish, and the shellfish spends its year or two polishing that sand pearl to become a pearl. And this is what it is. This is how we can farm them, and these are affordable when these are normally random and a king's ransom because they're beautiful. And my other favorite stone is from the ground. That's a byproduct from copper mining. It's you like what you like. I like sterling silver. I don't have very much gold. I've actually sold off my last gold item. The only thing I have that's gold actually is this necklace and the earrings I have on because it's because I have a skin allergy. Not really an allergy. My body has a high uric acid content, which corrodes base metal. So I have to have a higher precious metal content. So when I was getting a little irritated or the sterling silver was bothering me, I started wearing a gold necklace instead. The best thing to wear would probably be titanium, but I don't really like the look of titanium. It's very masculine. It tends to be in men's jewelry, even though I'm wearing 2 men's bracelets right here. These are my FE jewelry bracelets. Anyhow, I wanted to say thank you to Cheris for including me on this tag, and I agree with her that my most sentimental, most valuable things are not actually handbags. They're jewelry. I have the pearl necklace my mom gave me. I had the pearl necklace my grandmother wore. I have my own pearl necklace. I used to wear pearls all the time. I go back and forth. I wear a lot of perfume, so I try not to wear a lot of pearls because pearls and perfume do not mix. Neither does lotion. And I have turquoise. Those 2 necklaces I can't actually wear. They're too heavy. I could wear them for a photo. I could wear them for a dinner. But they're very, for me, they're art. And they hang on my wall. They literally hang on the wall. And anyway, thank you for watching my video. This is my jewelry show. I will, if you like this type of content, I can do more. I have more jewelry than bags. Yeah. And most of it's not this extreme or not this expensive or not this, because I've been collecting it again since I was a teenager. And I've always collected jewelry. My jewelry always fit. And as a fat kid and a larger person, it's something I have a lot of because it's something I could always buy whenever we were shopping or going out with friends and family. And it lasts a long time. So it doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you for watching my video.